Well, hello again, grade two. It's math part two. And guess what we're going to talk about? Timesing by two. In my hurry to try to get my lessons out to you today when I was having some technical difficulties, I forgot to go through this part of it and one other thing that you might be confused on that's on the back of one of your sheets, okay? So we're going to talk about times two today. So I think this one won't be hard for you at all. You've already done it in a way when you do your doubles, okay? Remember that multiplication is just repeated addition. So this would be multiplying, for example, 8 times 2. Well, what's 8 plus 8? 16. So what's 8 times 2? 16. Or you can switch it around. 2 times 8 is 16 as well. Hey, I've got that on my board. 2 times 8 or 8 times 2 is 16. How about 2 times 1? Well, that's easy. We know that any number times 1 is itself, so that's going to be 2. 2 times 2. So you could think 2 plus 2 is 4, and 2 times 2 is 4. Wow, that's kind of a coincidence, isn't it? That 2 times 2 is 4, and also 2 plus 2 is 4. How about 2 times 3? Well, you think 2 threes, 2 sets of 3, that would be 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 5 is 10. Hey, did you notice these are all even numbers? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Even when I'm multiplying by an odd number, 2 isn't odd, I still end up with an even answer. 2 times 6, 12. 2 times 7, 14. 2 times 9, 18. 2 times 10, a 10 and a 10 gives me 20. I'm going to flip my board and challenge you with two more. Can you do 2 times 11? Ooh, I knew that wouldn't stump you guys. 22. 2 times 1 is a 2. Another 2 times 1 is another 2. How about 2 times 12? You got it. 24. I bet you could do even bigger numbers. You could do 2 times 50 or 2 times 25. Just think, what's 25 plus 25? But for today, I especially want you to be thinking about these facts because these will be on your time test coming up this week. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 5 is 10, 2 times 6 is 12, 2 times 7 is 14, 2 times 8 is 16, 2 times 9 is 18, and 2 times 10 is 20. And of course, keep practicing your times fives as well, okay? We want to keep getting better and better at that. And so on the back of one of your pages, you had a little grid like this with 9 squares. And what that is for is if you would like to play a bingo game with your multiplication facts. So what you would do is you would make up some fact cards, 2 times 1, and not put the answer on. 2 times 2, 2 times 4, all of those, okay, going up to 2 times 10. And then you would write your answers in the box here. And then you would play a bingo game. And so then if you turn up the correct card and you have the answer on it, then you can cover it up and play a little bingo game. Maybe you could make more than one card and have your families play with you as well. And you can do that with your times fives or anything like that as well. And then there was one other thing that I forgot to mention today too that it talked about in your rights and responsibilities. It was talking about voting. Today happens to be a voting day in Wisconsin. Governor Evers asked to have the voting day postponed, and to my knowledge, the Supreme Court still overruling still stands, and so today is a voting day in Wisconsin. And that is a great example of how a right is also a responsibility, okay? You have the right to vote once you're 18 in our country, but then we also have that responsibility to vote, to go and make our voices be heard, a responsibility to contact those in government when we have issues that they can help us solve. Okay, so those rights and responsibilities sometimes go hand in hand. Well, thanks for this other little mini lesson. Have a great day.